Okay, we're just gonna have a chat just about business in general, about myths and all things business. So, what actually gets someone to the next level? So, the main one is doing the thing that stands out as the most painful thing. And it's normally quite glaringly obvious, but the main one that stops businesses from growing, or even when you start out in business going to the next level, is doing the outreach. Because for a lot of people, doing that outreach is really, it's painful. You know, a lot of stuff comes up in their head, a lot of resistance to it. They avoid the pain by diving into things that are just distracting. They might just focus on building their website and not doing the task that actually needs to be done. That's the main thing that stops people, and they then go on to shiny penny. Oh, this new thing comes along, or maybe it's easier. Maybe there's ways to avoid the pain. But the truth is, after a number of cycles, and if you've been in the game long enough, you realise that the only way to the next level is through. By doing the painful thing gets you to the next level. And the exciting thing is to the point where it becomes not painful. And if you can do the business tasks and the business activities where they were initially painful but they're now not, you're absolutely laughing. So there comes a point where all these things that you have right now, your vices, could be food, YouTube, Facebook scrolling, all these things that you procrastinate from doing the actual thing you need to do. If you push through and do the things you need to do, then you enjoy those activities like you did the scrolling and things like that, and that is the place to be, because then the sky's the limit. If you get to that point, you can literally carve out your own reality whenever you like. That is a hell of a powerful thing, and that is exciting. So that's one big aspect as to why people start out in business and don't get to where they want to and get the results that they thought they would. So another big aspect is focus. Now, I'm sure you'd agree that somebody who is focused 100% on one task is just going to output a lot more than somebody who's 80% focused or 60% focused. And that's what we have to deal with and juggle in our lives. Now, there's people that will start out in business who are currently right now that they want to start out in business, but when they look at their life, they've got a lot of other things detracting from the main goal. So, say for example, they want the business, they want to achieve the business goal, they want the money, they want everything, the byproducts of that. But in other aspects of their life, the focus from that main goal is detracting from it. So what I mean by that is that somebody could want this, but they have classes on, they're in a football team. So they play football on a Saturday. They do training through the week. Could be multiple training sessions through the week. Then there might be a social on a Saturday night. Might be really matey with some people, and on Sunday go and do something. Now, all of a sudden, just that one task chips away many hours of the week where you could actually be doing things to get towards the big business goal. Now, the pain comes when the realization is that to give this thing your true focus, you will have to drop the things you once loved. And you might really love that football thing right now, and I would never tell you to drop that or get rid of the things that you love and your passions, your hobbies, but truth of the matter is sometimes they become distractions. I heavily identified with being a gamer, and I sunk a lot of hours into that. For me, it was like if I was doing work during the day, I'll give myself permission to, go ham on the games in the evening, but the hours and the hours that racked up of me wasting my time basically and not building a business and building myself, it was a disgusting amount of time, to be honest. But it's all good because that's fully nipped in the bud now. But yeah, when you get clear on these distractions to the main task, it's painful and there's resistance. It didn't happen for me overnight. I had to slowly work on that. But it is a very important factor. We only have a certain amount of hours in the day. You could be in a job right now, so going from job to business, a massive amount of your day is in the job. So you only have a set amount of time to actually work on your business. And again, that takes away from your focus. Now, when I talk about focus as well, is especially with headspace, is a big aspect. You could be focused on building the business, but something could have happened to you in your work, in your day-to-day job. It just takes you out of the game. Then all of a sudden, where's your focus? You don't even have the bandwidth to deal with focusing on the main goal. And so slowly but surely, it gets chipped away. The focus on the overall goal, and what was once 100% in the heat of the moment is now 10%. And all of a sudden, it's not even on your list of main priorities. So this is how things get put to the wayside, and all of a sudden somebody's big dream just slips away and fades away. And again, on that person, their focus, and in their head they could be going through their day-to-day, like really excited for football training and then the drinks with the lads on the weekend and the game and all this stuff, but how much time then gets sunk into that and the headspace where it could be used on building your business and working on yourself. It's a lot of time. So there's some food for thought on that area of things. Last thing I'm going to actually talk about is the fallacy of a sales script. Now, a lot of people starting out in business, their main focus is on getting that master script and that way and that method and that system that's gonna, take them to the next level. And it's like copy and paste, 10K a month done. That's just not how it works. In terms of sales and a script, or even a system, it should be more like a framework, because first of all, there's the you aspect. And so something written for, say, Morgan Freeman, David Attenborough, for you to deliver that, there's so much more that goes into it. It would sound off. It really would. So the script and your framework needs your tonality. It needs you. And for that to come about, you need to work it. You need to have your first version of things, your draft, and then work it. You need to do the outreach. You need to put that in, because down the line, you're going to craft something that is unique to you. And for others to then be able to replicate that, well, how could they? It's your tonality. It's your way. I think with coaches and consultants, more so important, because to work towards a general framework and a call is a good idea, but to script out every single bit doesn't allow for the magic that can happen in an engaging conversation. So that's something to really consider. I think another massive thing that makes a great coach as well is the art of listening. How much can you focus to the point where you're actively listening to that client to be able to guide them and give them what they need? Yeah, so that's me totally firing from the hip today. No structure at all. I just thought I'd set up the camera and just talk. So that's that. Yeah, I'd love to know if you found any of that helpful. You can drop a comment below. Please like the video, subscribe for more maybe random videos like this where I just set up the camera and just talk. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.